Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Just Georgian Show. I'm your host Georgian, and in today's episode we are talking about Euro 2024. Tomorrow is the final. This is the final episode regarding Euro 2024. England will take on Spain. England have had to face Switzerland, they've had to face Slovakia, and they've had to face Holland in the route to the final. Whereas Spain have had to face Georgia, then a testing match against Germany, and then another testing match against France, and now they're facing us. Spain have looked the best team in this competition so far, in my opinion, but I think England showed probably overall their best performance in the last game out against Holland. So, yeah, I am confident, but I am wary of the fact that Spain have looked really good in this competition so far. But we're here. We're here because we've earned it. You know, we've done everything that's been asked of us. So as a team, so yeah. Obviously, the route to the final has been quite favourable, but obviously that's a good part of that is because France didn't finish first in their group. I think they finished, was it second, or one of them got the third place, didn't they? Because Austria topped the group, didn't they? Yeah, so it kind of threw it all out. So we would have been facing France or maybe Holland sooner than we did. But that's in the history books now. What matters is Spain versus England. Now, in terms of England, I think we're probably going to go with the same squad. Maybe Trippier out, Shaw in, but I'd probably stick with the same. It's been working. Trippier coming off for Shaw after half time, or just shortly after half time starts, second half starts even. And then, yeah, you bring on your likes of your Watkins, who scored a beauty, an absolute beauty against Holland. And then you bring on your likes of maybe your Eze's. Even, you could even bring on the likes of Gordon or Bowen, or anyone really, just to freshen up the team. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be the same team, which I'm happy with. I like the formation, the three at the back with the wing backs. I like it, so I think it suits England, and I think Spain are going to be the aggressors in the game, and I think that suits England as well. Because in my opinion, that first half against Holland, when they came at us, England looked so much better because the team was attacking us. Whereas in the second half, it felt like Holland changed their shape. Had a bit more control in the midfield, and the game, well, to be honest with you, was flat. We had a very, just a trudge through that 40 minutes or so in that second half. But then Watkins comes up with the goods. Cole Palmer. Sorry, I forgot about Cole Palmer to bring off from the bench. Silly me. Yeah, Cole Palmer obviously is a fantastic asset on the bench, and he put a lovely ball through to Watkins, and Watkins smashed it home. So he's been doing that for Aston Villa all season, so I expect nothing less. But yeah, it's great for Gareth Southgate into another final. Okay, the football hasn't been amazing, but could you imagine if France would have beaten Spain in the semis? I don't think. Well, you would have obviously heard people say it, but France's passage into the final wasn't exactly the most cleanest. They didn't play very well, but they could have hypothetically been there. And I think England are in the same scenario, but they've got themselves there, whereas France tripped up right the last hurdle before the final. So yeah, I'm optimistic, but at the same time, I'm fully aware of the capabilities of Spain. But let's hope for the best, eh? In my predictions, I think there'll be some goals in this game. I think the final might be littered with some goals. I think it might be England's game to have some a lot of goals in it. Obviously we had 2-1 in the last game against Holland, and I'd probably expect roughly the same 2-1, maybe 2-2 and go into extra time. You never know. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to really be tough. It's probably, like, on paper at least, the most exciting game of the whole competition for England. I thought the England-Holland game was going to be like it was in the first half for the full game. So I'm fully expecting this Spain game to be sort of the same. England and Spain just going at each other. Hopefully like the first half that we saw against Spain versus France, which was frantic to say the least. So yeah, I'm hoping for a really good game, and a lot of nerves. Obviously, pubs, clubs, people's gardens, everywhere's going to be rammed for tomorrow. And I think the weather is looking better as well for tomorrow, sort of like the low 20s. So yeah, really good for England, and as a nation, really, just to have a day to potentially celebrate, us winning our first major trophy as a nation since 1966. Obviously, the Lionesses won the Euros, but for the men's side of the team, obviously we need to get ourselves back on that winning feeling. Gareth's got us to what two semi-finals? Two semi-finals? No, a semi-final, two finals, and a quarter-finals in the last four tournaments. So yeah, he's done really well. A lot of people will point to the fact his route to them finals and the semi-finals have been favourable, which is true. But at the same time, Gareth's in no control of that, is he? He's not like he's going, right, give me the easier team to get to the final. It's it's completely down to the way the draw works, really, isn't it? So you can only beat what's in front of you is a common saying in any sport, really. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be the first game, in my opinion, where England aren't expected to win. But if they do win, I'm going to be absolutely buzzing. Maybe a tear might fall out my eye. You never know. But there'll be a lot of passion. Monday productivity for work for a lot of people probably won't be very high. I'll definitely be working from home on Monday. Not that I'm planning to get a few drinks down me and stuff. It's just because of all that excitement, all that energy, and then like against Holland, I was kind of shell shocked really. The game ended, and I was like, did we really just go to another final of Euros? Like I was fully expecting that game to go to extra time, and then when Watkins scores that unbelievable goal, that beauty as I call it, it was just a bit of a whirlwind. But yeah, it was amazing to see, and I'm really looking forward to the game tomorrow. So yeah, I've got so this is obviously Saturday afternoon, 12:06 as I'm seeing in the clock right there. And yeah, I'm going to a barbecue today with my friends. Yeah, it's going to be a really good time. Really looking forward to it. My friends Josh and Ariane are hosting a barbecue, and yeah, it should be really good. Hopefully the weather holds. You never know, but yeah, it should be a really good time. Seeing some people that I haven't seen in a while. So yeah, and then get their thoughts on what they think of the game tomorrow. It'll be exciting to find out what other people are thinking of the game, thinking of the tournament so far in general, and how England have gone so far, who our best players are. It's good to get some opinions, some other opinions. Like my opinion personally, the best player so far in the tournament's probably either been Guy at the back, or possibly Saka. I think the little cameos that Cole Palmer's been having is really good as well. I don't think there's a standout really necessarily in my opinion, but if I was to have to go to a player, it'll either be Saka or Guehi. That's how you pronounce it. Apologies, but yeah, really looking forward to tomorrow. Let's hope for the best. 3 lines on the shirt. It's coming home, all that jazz, and yeah, let's hope for a win, eh? And finally win a major competition in my lifetime, and in probably a lot of you guys' lifetime as well. So yeah, let's go for it. Let's get the win. Come on, England. See you later, guys. Take care. I'll see you next time.